Well, thank you for coming on the red carpet round table.
Thank you for having me. Also, before we start, can I know how do I pronounce your name correctly?
Yes, my name is Ryochi.
Ryochi. Okay, nice to meet you, Ryochi. I am Chinmayee.
And what can you tell the audience about yourself?
I'm an immigrant from India. I came here in 2018 as a student, and then I started working as a professional software engineer. Along with that, I always had this passion towards fashion and as well as towards helping others. So
Hmm.
that's one thing that has led me participating into different pageants, also New York Fashion Week, and representing various brands.
And what do you mean various brands? Can we go into little details if you mind me asking?
Oh yeah, sure. So I have modeled for Mamta's inspiration for 2.5 years in a New York Fashion Week, and I've been the show opener for her show for a couple of times. So basically, I was looking for brands that represent culture on a national level platform because that's what's like. If you go through my Instagram, you'll find out all of my outfits are actually made from sari, Indian wear, into something that can look as a Western wear. So, like, that's what I wanted to represent. Want to make sure that we are bringing up all of this ethnic value as and representing it into, high level platform like New York Fashion Week.
Oh, amazing. And then of course you were Miss India, Ohio, is that I believe?
As Miss like in 2024 December, I was crowned as Mrs. India U.S. runner up.
And how was that experience?
My experience was amazing. It was a national level pageant, and we had contestants who had previously won criteria from their own states, and I got to meet a lot of women who are definitely passionate about all the work that they are doing in various fields. I liked it. It was competitive, but it was very healthy competition, and the environment we had there for 2 days was amazing. Got to learn a lot of things, and also we performed various things in talent round, so that was something I really was intrigued to participate in.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Um, what is your goal to accomplish for uh, the next generations?
Sure. I'm somebody who come from a moderately small village in India. It was my dream. Growing up and going to high school, I used to always think that I want to go to a better platform. I definitely want to one day be able to travel to any country that I want to, and actually coming here and living this close to New York City or any state in the US is actually a dream come true for me. Uh, Coming from Indian family and values, we bring in a lot of focus towards education, but there are still so many underprivileged kids or especially women of color who don't have the exposure that they need towards the STEM field or any field of education. So coming from that background, it meant a lot for me to get admission into SUNY State University of New York, Binghamton, completing my master's and then securing a job in United States. So looking back at all of this journey, I definitely feel that I'm somebody who would want to help all the other women in South Asian community to get into STEM field, because even today if we look at I'm somebody from like computer science background, but if you look at all the big techs, we don't have so many women representing the higher positions. You see a lot of software developers, or you see a lot of folks at a not such a higher level, but if you see all the C-suite positions, they are all predominantly male. So that's something I think we still have to work on, and as a community we should definitely come together and help people of like people of color to be able to represent in all of these fields.
Wow. And also I want to get into this topic as well, mental
Mhm.
health.
Sure.
Um,
Oh, mental health.
what is what is your dream goal or what's your hope to accomplish mental health?
Sure, I think it's a very important topic. Looking at where we are going with technology, uh, I would say at one, I mean, like one side of the coin is that we have the whole world available to us just on tap of a phone. I can reach out to my whole family via FaceTime, but also I would say that having this facility is definitely gonna impact future generation and the current generation,
Hmm.
because honestly speaking, my attention span has reduced dramatically after going through all of the short term videos and everything. Not to blame any specific platform, but that's how our minds work. As for me, having a good mental health, I think, would definitely start from having a good routine. Because that's something, having a schedule or a self discipline is something really important. Also, being able to understand what are absolute necessities for me and what is something that I can compromise on, so that I don't, as a person, I won't run behind everything that everybody has on social media. I if I have these many basic things, I think I should be able to feel happy and be able to feel content with myself. That's what I think is mental health, achieving a goal towards mental health is for me. And being able to limit my use of all the devices, being able to connect more to nature, going outside, especially in winters when it's like not very feasible. But doing all of these activities, I think, will definitely help any person who is striving through any issues in mental health.
100%. We have to, excuse me, go out, enjoy the weather, and
Mhm.
focus on the bright side.
Yes, definitely.
100%.
There's
Now,
one thing, just one small thing I'd like to add here. Uh, I have experienced a lot of isolation in the Western culture, or the way the society in the United States lives, or in all of these countries. Because in Asia or in India, it's mostly like the whole community is like kind of your family. So I did not feel that much isolated. So that's
hmm
one thing. A person, an immigrant coming from that country has specifically felt. But I think now that I know a lot of other activities to do around, just keeping yourself busy with something is one way to go.
100%. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Miss India, w how hard was it being doing Miss India?
Yeah, sure.
I was trying
The
to find the right question to ask you. Sorry.
That's all right. No. So, just one thing. I think I participated in the Mrs. category since I'm married. That's the category I had to be put in. And it was definitely difficult because all the other women I have seen, first thing, they had won all of their state level pageants. This was the national level pageant that we participated in. So they all came in with a lot of prior experience, with the techniques and tactics that were
Hmm.
needed. Pageants is all about being very confident. The approach, the 10 minutes that you get on the stage, you kind of have to grab the opportunity, showcase yourself. And also, especially, like, I was not much worried about the walk part because I've been doing modeling here and there and doing the NYFW. So I was more worried about talent round, question and answer, if I get selected for the further process. When I got selected for the top five, that's when I was like, okay, now I need to like show my 100% here. So answering the question on the spot, and also being meaningful about it, because I have been told that you should come with a purpose. You should just not, you are getting such a good platform to represent your culture, yourself. So you have to represent a purpose, and that's what I think like was really important. For talent round, I chose singing. I was confused between dancing and singing because, like, coming from the Bollywood
Hmm.
background, I was like, yeah, that's also something I should be able to do. But I chose, since I got some education previously in classical singing, I performed an Indian song that was dedicated for the Indian and US Army that both protect us in our respective countries. So I think it was really exciting experience. Got to learn a lot, and also listening to other contestants' answers, listening to the way they were representing themselves, the communication, everything was really helpful.
what helped you not be so nervous?
I would say first thing my husband, definitely. Because he is like my support system. He is somebody like I always have this self talk before going on the stage. And that's something I have learned from him because uh, during the COVID time, I was going through a bit of low phase in life where we all were not able to go out much. So I was kind of like going through anxiety and what's going to happen, especially if you're on visa. There is a lot of things that come along with your work. So that's when my parents and my husband, they all are into yoga practices. So deep breathing is something that we both like, okay, let's take a deep breath, let's do mindful breathing. And that's why after that is when I do the self talk, like, you got it, you have to just give your 100% without thinking of the result. This is one thing that has helped me, because when we think a lot about if you're going to win or not, what's the outcome of this, then it starts stressing me out. Like, personally, it starts affecting me. So before entering into any competition, I always think of, okay, I want to give my 100%. Today, at the end of the day, when I'll go home and sleep, I should feel like, yeah, I have done my best. That's fine. If somebody else has won, they probably are better. They have more skills than me, but I have given my best.
COVID was difficult for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. And it was also I kind of enjoy I don't know want to say enjoyed it, but it was
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
good and bad. I think the
Mm-hmm.
good part was you got to focus on your life. You
Yes.
pause for a moment,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And you got to realize what you were missing.
Mm-hmm.
But the bad part was it does mess with your mind at some point.
Yes. Yes.
So
Definitely.
I do understand you. I mean, there was
Mm-hmm.
a really good part with it and
Yeah.
also a really bad part of it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I totally understand. And one thing I think it tests us to keep the courage and
Yes.
keep fighting.
And be patient throughout the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it really tested us and also helped
Mm-hmm.
us acknowledge our neighbors or people we didn't even
Yes.
know.
People in, yeah, live
Yeah.
around.
And so
Yeah.
that's the one thing I would
Mm-hmm.
say about COVID. It really changed people. So
Definitely. Yeah.
so what's your next upcoming event, if you mind me asking?
Sure. So actually, this year we are more. I'm more focusing on a bit of personal development and also on my family. So I don't have a lot of things planned right away, but I definitely look forward towards participating into the Mrs. International category, as in I will get a bigger platform. Being an immigrant and representing India and also US, and going with all of this experience into a international platform will, I think, definitely is something that I'm looking forward to. That's one thing. I'm also reaching out and working with a couple of brands. I'm not able to disclose the name right away, but that's something I will be actively working towards, and participating more into the fashion weeks. Currently, I just do NY, the New York one, but I'm looking forward towards LA Fashion Week and also Paris Fashion Week, if time permits, along with my full time job as a software engineer. So these are the some things that I have on my plate.
Oh, amazing. Amazing, amazing.
Thank you.
You have so many opportunities for you to come up, and everything. And
Definitely.
what is your message for a lot of young ladies out there who want to follow your steps?
Sure. I think like first thing I would like to say is believe in yourself. There is a lot of pressure being put on kids, especially women of younger age, that how they should behave or how they should be.
Hmm.
Uh, like, be patient. Whatever you are gonna get, or everything that you wish for, you are definitely gonna get someday. It's just that you have to process it. You have to let the time go. Keep working towards your aim. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but the efforts that you're putting in are not going to get wasted. You will definitely have some or the other thing that you once dreamt of. Just to put it in like smallest example, I'm somebody who comes from a small county in Maharashtra state. It's near Bombay, but a bit far from Bombay. And I've never thought I would get to go to New York and get to work on the New York Fashion Week. That was remotely possible for me growing up. But yeah, it's possible. So the sky's your limit. Dream bigger, and even if you see some step backs, that's fine. It's a process. You only learn from your mistake. Keep working towards it. It's gonna happen someday.
Very true. Don't give up on your dream. Keep going.
Definitely.
And
Yes.
that's one thing. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, with all the Miss India who I've interviewed,
Mm-hmm.
on, this podcast,
Mm-hmm.
is that I love every single story and background from each
Yes.
one of them, including you,
Thank you.
because every one of you have a different story,
Yes.
but it's so impactful, so
Mm-hmm.
powering,
Mm-hmm.
empowering, and also helps the future next generations of young ladies who
Yes.
want to do Miss India or represent their own country,
Yes.
and that's one thing, that you want to talk about your culture and
Mm-hmm.
the food and the music
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Everything.
everything.
Yes.
So, what is your favorite India food?
There's so many. Honestly, we like India is a country that comes with a rich legacy of food, but I would say there is a very Bombay or Mumbai oriented dish. We call it vada pav. It's two breads and patty in between, but the patty is made up of potato and some kind of very tasty stuffing. It's spicy and it's a bit tangy as well. So I love vada pav. I miss eating vada pav in US.
So, is that what you would recommend someone?
If you like a bit spicy, yes, I would definitely. And then there
Okay.
are a lot of sweet dishes also that you can have.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
amazing. You are your next goal.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hope to compete for Miss Universe, or what is your long-term goal? I know
Sure.
you
Mm-hmm.
just started. You can
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but what is your 100% long-term goal?
Sure. Honestly speaking, with the ever changing media, it's very difficult to say that this is my long term goal because when I grew up, we didn't have Instagram. YouTube was barely starting. So if you look at all of the AI era and all the era that we are having right now, the digital era, I wouldn't say that this specific channel is where I want to see myself, but I would say I have theater background. I have performed and taken education of theater back in India. And along with the fashion or the modeling career that I'm having right now, in future I definitely see myself collaborating these skills together and probably going towards a higher aim, as in like working professionally as an actor, method artist, or collaborating with brands, because since now that we have so many platforms open, all of them give me various opportunities. So maybe like you mentioned, taking this to worldwide platform, making use of all the social media that we have, and also looking into the deep roots of theater artist, bringing all of this together and probably becoming a performing artist or an actress, hopefully.
Wow. You have a great long-term goal.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely should go be an actress.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's another way to spread your culture.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Some things that I want to go away from the stereotypical Indian roles and maybe bring in more values and not just get specific about doing the accent related roles, which is what I have seen
Hmm.
growing up. So yeah, that's the aim.
Amazing. Amazing, amazing. You know, I can't wait for all the opportunities that you have coming up. and
Thank you. Thank you so much.
everything that you have planned. So,
Hmm.
w- what's your next project?
I think my next project is not immediately next, but I think that will be participating into the worldwide Mrs. India category.
Okay, yes, thank you.
Yes.
I was
Yeah.
trying to find the right question.
No
And
problem.
when is that going to be?
Uh, this year, I'm not sure if I will be participating this year or next year because this year I do have few family commitments around when the competition is gonna be. But definitely next year, I think it should be there in next June or July. So I'll be participating in that. And meanwhile, I'll also be working on social media engagement, making sure that I'm getting to represent more and more brands, which will also help me build a profile to represent myself in the worldwide platform.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear more about your opportunities and
Hmm.
your Miss Indias and
Hmm.
all that stuff. So,
Definitely.
what is something that nobody knows about? Like, what do you like to do for fun?
Oh, I think I think I'm very I grew up being very bookworm kind of a person. Used to love reading a lot of stuff. Maybe with the telephone era and everything changing, I've switched to Kindle. But that's also one thing I still enjoy. It's especially if I'm in a public place where there is a lot of chaos around me. Just taking the book out and reading it helps me. Also, I like being creative. I although I don't get to spend so much time about it, but I like to do some paintings and art related stuff here and there. It depends if time permits, I would definitely do more.
Wow, amazing,
Yeah.
amazing,
Yeah.
amazing.
Thank you.
Well, I appreciate you coming on.
Hmm.
It means a lot, and you're always welcome to come back on.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I have been following your channel and I love all the work that you do. I have seen or tried to see most of the recent podcasts. So, this was something I really wanted to be a part of, and I'm very thankful for the opportunity.
It means a lot. It really does because I love to talk about anything. Um,
Mhm.
I want to spread other countries' culture, and
Yes. Yeah.
hearing about me personally, I didn't know there was Miss India in the United
Hmm.
States.
Hmm.
So, that's why I love hearing
Trust me,
every,
there are so many. Sorry to cut you off. I
yeah,
mean to say there are actually so many Indians as well who didn't know about the pageant and everything that is held for like Indian community. So I'm really thankful that you're giving us this platform so that so many people can actually participate and go
hmm
through it.
Yes, yes, for sure. I would love to continue it and, interview actors, of course, but to
Mhm.
talk about other cultures and have them talk about their experience in the Miss India in or Miss Teen India,
Mhm.
something like that because they had so much fun.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
Well, thank you for coming on, and we're definitely going to stay in touch, and I definitely look
Yes.
forward having you back on the show.
Thank you so much. This is one of the best podcasts I've been listening to in a couple of last few days while driving. It's very, I would say, it's very fun and nice to listen to it. It's very positive. So keep doing all the good work that you're already doing. Thank you.
Well, it means a lot. It really
Hmm.
does. And I do appreciate you and the audience to listen to us on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio,
Yes.
and Spotify,
Spotify.
and
Yeah,
but we just love what we're doing, and personally for me it means a lot. Thank you.
of course. All the best to you guys and hope you guys keep growing.
Yes, yes, and I look forward to having you back on.
Thank you so much.
We'll stay in touch.
Yes,
I'll
sure.
talk to you
Take
soon.
care. All
Bye
right.
bye.
Bye bye.